full verbal agreement reached between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid, and so João Felix to Chelsea, here we go. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market, and we can say there is a big here we go for Chelsea. One more, so let's jump into it together. And guys, João Felix, we can consider him a new Chelsea player. Full verbal agreement reached between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid, and so João Felix to Chelsea, here we go. The deal is in place after very fast negotiations, we have to say, because as I told you already yesterday, Chelsea had conversations with Jorge Mendes, Arsenal and Man United too, but all the clubs were not convinced to give Atletico Madrid something around 15-16 million euros plus taxes between the loan fee, the salary coverage, and the really expensive deal for a loan of just 5 months for João Felix. But then what happened? All the injuries Chelsea already had, and then Christian Pulisic and Sterling too. But also important to mention the really difficult moment for Chelsea. Graham Potter is in a difficult situation, and Chelsea wanted to help the manager, especially the board wanted to support the manager to give him something more in terms of important players. João Felix, available on the market, fast deal, player keen on the move. So Chelsea on Monday morning decided to activate this option. After some meetings with Atletico Madrid and the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes, they got the green light from the player immediately because João Felix was 100% convinced to try this Premier League experience. He wanted to leave Atletico Madrid because of his complicated relationship with Diego Simeone, and so João Felix immediately approved the move. Chelsea and Atletico Madrid have been speaking for 24 hours, and then on Tuesday morning, today, full agreement now in place. It's gonna be around 11.5 million euros guaranteed loan fee, plus the salary covered by Chelsea, taxes, so Chelsea will pay this package to Atletico Madrid for the loan move. At the moment, what I'm told is that buy option clause has not been discussed, so let's see at the end of the season what Chelsea and Atletico Madrid will decide to do. All parties into the deal feel that Chelsea and Atletico Madrid have very good relationship, so in case Chelsea will decide to proceed and sign João Felix, there will be no problem to reach an agreement with Atletico Madrid, but of course it could be an expensive one. But let's see in the summer. Now the focus is on this loan move for João Felix to Chelsea. The player will be in his way to London to have the medical test and sign the contract. One important detail, João Felix will extend the contract with Atletico Madrid until 2027 before leaving on loan. This is normal when you do a kind of loan deal to protect also the club and not just give something to the player in case João will return to Atletico in the summer and he will not be sold to Chelsea or any other club. So this is the agreement between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid, waiting for them to sign, of course, as always in the market. We know how important it is, but it's a verbal full agreement. Also guys, moving into the details of this story, many of you asking me, what happens now with Nkunku, with Thuram? For Thuram, I told you, Chelsea are still in contact with people close to the player, but they want to understand how much it would cost to bring the player in now, because many clubs want him as a free agent in the summer, but Chelsea are considering their options for the Thuram deal in January, so he's still in the list. For Christopher Nkunku, many asking, is the same position of João Felix, what happens now? Guys, Christopher Nkunku deal with Chelsea is signed, is done. There is still no official statement, but you can consider this deal, trust me, as an official deal. So, Nkunku will be Chelsea player in the summer. This João Felix deal is not gonna change anything for Christopher Nkunku, who is gonna join Chelsea, as I mentioned, in the summer. So, Nkunku, Thuram, and MUDRYK. We know about Chelsea interest for MUDRYK, but Chelsea have no intention to spend 100 million euros as of now on MUDRYK. They spoke to Shakhtar, but Shakhtar insisted for 100 millions package, add-ons included. And so, this is the position of Chelsea, but let's see, of course, what happens. Also important to say that Chelsea know very well that the priority of the player has always been the same: Arsenal. MUDRYK will love to join Arsenal as priority. Arsenal are still speaking to Shakhtar Donetsk. Also on Monday, on Tuesday, also today, they will have conversations to discuss about the situation of MUDRYK. So the two clubs are in direct contact, Arsenal and Shakhtar. But at the moment, we are not at the final stage. We are not in the position to say they are closing on the deal. They are discussing, they are speaking, they are negotiating, but we are not at the end of this story yet. Of course, between MUDRYK and Arsenal, there will be no problem on the contract. The point is, Arsenal and Shakhtar. So the negotiation continue for sure, but it's not the done deal yet. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories. João Felix, here we go to Chelsea. How do you rate this signing? But also Thuram, Nkunku, MUDRYK. I wait for your opinion here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.